Ms. Smith will appear on screens tonight as part of a Strictly edition of Pointless Celebrities at 6:15 on BBC One. The show, presented by Richard Osman and Alexander Armstrong, asks the stars to come up with the least common correct answers to a series of questions also posed to the public. The ex-Labour Home Secretary, who appeared on Series 18 of Strictly Come Dancing, will feature alongside Reverend Richard Coles, Anton Dubek, Lubba Mushtaq, Annika Rice, Sunestra Sarkar, Lauren Steadman, and Emma Weymouth. In her previous 2020 appearance on Pointless Celebrities, Ms. Smith and teammate Ian Dale made it to the final two, yet failed to get the pointless answer needed to claim the show TMS jackpot. The ex-politician still went home with $500 which she donated to the Joe Cox Foundation. Ms. Smith became the first female Home Secretary during Gordon Brown TMS stint as Prime Minister, after she was Chief Whip for Tony Blair TMS New Labour. She claimed that while she was in office, she heard Prince Andrew making inappropriate jokes and racist remarks at a royal event that left MPs slack-jawed. Ms. Smith claimed on Mr. Dale TMS LBC election podcast in 2019, "I met him several times including once at a state banquet where after dinner my husband, and I and another Labour cabinet minister had a drink with him. I have to say the conversation left us slack-jawed with the things he felt appropriate to say. I almost feel like I can TMT say it. It was the state banquet for the Saudi royal family, and he made racist comments about Arabs that were unbelievable. That he thought we might find these amusing was a terrible situation to be in." It is thought that the dinner Ms. Smith was referring to was during the Saudi royal family TMS UK visit in 2007, while she was a member of Mr. Brown TMS cabinet. The former Labour politician said she felt ashamed that she didn't EMT challenge the alleged comments. A Buckingham Palace spokesperson strongly denied that Prince Andrew made racist comments and said in a 2019 statement that Andrew did not tolerate racism of any kind. It said, "HRH has undertaken a considerable amount of work in the Middle East over a period of years and has many friends from the region. He does not tolerate racism in any form." However, political commentator Mr. Dale told Good Morning Britain after the podcast episode aired, that a number of people had come forward with claims of alleged comments made by the Queen TMS son. Ms. Smith, who was a guest on the ITV morning programme alongside Mr. Dale, also said she had heard other people claim the royal had made similarly inappropriate remarks. She said, "The interesting thing about what I said on the podcast was, subsequently, quite a lot of people who I knew from the government or other places also said, oh yeah, he said something a bit similar to me as well." Trademark I don't TMT think, "Unfortunately, what I experienced was an isolated event. I just thought it said something about the way he thinks about the world and the people that he is supposed to be, or was at that point, supposed to be representing." He has been dealing with a sexual assault lawsuit from Virginia Roberts Giuffre, which reared its head again this week. However, the Duke of York has vehemently denied the allegation, with the palace previously saying they are false and without foundation. Andrew's spokeswoman said last month they had no comment on the civil case. Watch Pointless Celebrities at 6:15 on BBC One. Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are reportedly looking to move nearer to the Queen in Windsor. William and Kate have been seriously considering ditching their Norfolk estate at Anmore Hall, and eyeing up options in the area. The Cambridges currently split their time between Kensington Palace and Anmore, a wedding gift from the Queen on the Sandringham estate. Prince Charles, however, will not be joining them, a royal historian told express.co.uk. Dr. Edward Owens is a former lecturer at the University of Lincoln and author of The Family Firm, Monarchy, Mass Media and the British Public, 1932-1953. He said, "It would be strange for him, Charles, to move to Windsor Castle now, and then have to up sticks and move again in a few years' time. The Queen isn't TMT going to last forever. She might die in 10 years, she might die in 5 years, she might live a bit longer than that. There wouldn't TMT be much point in Charles moving to Windsor, especially given that his London residence is still Clarence House. Prince Charles will, of course, take up residence in Buckingham Palace when he becomes king. The Queen, meanwhile, is expected to base herself more permanently at Windsor upon her return from Balmoral. Her Majesty has used the Berkshire residence as a weekend retreat, and spent the 2020 lockdown there with Prince Philip. Her youngest son Prince Edward lives nearby at Bagshot Park with his wife Sophie, while Prince Andrew lives at Royal Lodge with his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson. Having William and Kate nearby would mean Her Majesty has almost all of her immediate family besides Charles and Princess Anne nearby to support her as she adjusts to life as a widow. Dr. Owens predicts Charles may have a move of his own in the near future. He said, "There TMS no great reason for him to move to Windsor, if anything he TMS more likely to take up apartments in Buckingham Palace. That would be an interesting and symbolic move if he did something like that. I don't anticipate that William TMS going to be king in the immediate future, so the Cambridges therefore have time to set up home in Windsor. Prince George and Princess Charlotte are both at school in Battersea, while Prince Louis attends a nursery just around the corner from Kensington Palace. George has been tipped to follow in his father and uncle TMS footsteps by heading off to Eton in the coming years, with the famous college just a 1 mile, 1.6 kilometers, walk from Windsor Castle itself." Dr. Owens described the reported move as a very deliberate, symbolic act. He added, "They clearly trying to associate themselves with the Queen, present themselves as supportive individuals, and also associate themselves with this very historic site that TMS been important for the monarchy for a long time. Windsor Castle is the oldest and largest occupied castle on the planet, and has been home to 39 monarchs." Dr. Owens said he wouldn't be surprised at all if the Cambridges moved into the castle itself. He said, "The fact the castle is so big, and it TMS occupied now by the widowed Queen alone officially, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they move into Windsor Castle itself. It TMS an unprecedented move in that respect. The Cambridges are expected to take on more senior roles within the firm in the coming weeks and months, something Owens feels they are already doing." He continued, "Since Harry and Meghan TMS unceremonious exit, the Cambridges have been expected, and have, to some extent, embraced a fuller role and have taken on more responsibilities that would have otherwise been shared around. This is a way of deflecting attention away from the wider royal family and reminding us, the media audience and the public, that he is in the direct line of succession, as is his family, and that he and the Cambridges as a whole will want to emphasize that they have a close relationship with the Queen. So if they move into Windsor, I think we can anticipate lots of photographs with the Queen and his children, emphasizing the point that they are the family to keep an eye on." Harry has signed a deal with publisher Random House to write a book, which is expected to be released to coincide with the Queen TMS Platinum Jubilee. According to The Sun on Sunday, Palace aides are preparing for a possible legal fight back, should they face more criticism from Harry and Meghan. Speaking to Talk Radio, royal expert Charlie Ray said the family are getting a bit fed up with the continual barrage of attacks and abuse from the Sussexes. He added, "I think the Queen is much more concerned, and her royal aides are much more concerned, about this memoir that TMS coming out next year to coincide with her Platinum Jubilee, which is written by Harry. There is some concern that there could be some breach of privacy. It would be quite ironic if Harry and Meghan were sued in a court or even got a legal letter to say watch what you say trademark, given their pronouncements on privacy." Separately, a royal insider told the Sunday Telegraph the Duchess of Cornwall will never forgive Meghan Markle for her treatment of Prince Charles. This would be a rapid turnaround in relations between the two women, with Camilla previously reported to have been a pillar of support to the Sussexes. Speaking to the Sunday Telegraph, a royal insider said, "I don't think the Duchess will ever forgive Meghan for what she TMS done to the Prince of Wales." The extraordinary claim comes despite the Queen issuing a statement earlier this year saying both Meghan and Harry would always remain much-loved royal family members. Harry and Meghan stepped down as senior royals in March 2020, and subsequently relocated to California. The source said, "I think Camilla was probably just as surprised as anyone else when the documentary came out, and perhaps didn't TMT realize how much Harry and Meghan were suffering. She wants everyone to get along and be happy. Her mantra is carry on and keep smiling. She doesn't TMT want to see anyone struggling, and she is fond of Meghan, and she could be a very good ally too." Buckingham Palace and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been contacted for comment. Follow below for live updates. 7:50 AM update. This blog is now closed. See today's updates here. 6 AM update. Kate Middleton makes mistake shared with many British parents in back-to-school shop. Kate Middleton made a common mistake during a recent back-to-school shop for Prince George and Princess Charlotte. There is just a week to go until school children across England go back to the classroom. During the next 7 days, British parents will be frantically ordering all the essentials, from school uniforms to stationery kits, that will be needed for the next academic year. One of the hardest and most draining episodes in the back-to-school shopping spree is the dreaded trip to buy new school shoes. In 2018, even the Duchess of Cambridge, 39, could not avoid a challenge shared by many parents in the UK as she took Prince George and Princess Charlotte school shoe shopping. 5:30 AM update. Kate unveiled her worries during first Sandringham Christmas. Queen's thoughtfulness. Kate Middleton has been a prominent member of the royal family for many years now, making it easy to forget that the Duchess had to meet the family for the first time. The Duchess of Cambridge told ITV about her nerve-wracking first Christmas at the Sandringham estate, where she was uncertain what to gift the monarch. She decided on making something homemade. "I thought, I'll make her something. Which could have gone horribly wrong," Kate said in the ITV documentary Our Queen at 90. She decided to make the Queen a homemade chutney from her grandmother's recipe. "I was slightly worried about it, but I noticed the next day that it was on the table." 4:30 AM update. Kate Middleton says Charlotte and George have adorable relationship with Queen. Kate Middleton has laid bare the adorable relationship between Princess Charlotte and her great-grandmother, the Queen. The Duchess of Cambridge, 39, has said that the Queen, 95, was thrilled when the Cambridges revealed they were expecting a girl 6 years ago. The monarch has shown her fondness for all of her great-grandchildren. However, she may have a bias towards the little princess. In 2016, Kate shared an insight into the royal family's reaction when she and Prince William announced that they were expecting a baby girl. "The Queen was really thrilled that it was a little girl," she said in the ITV documentary Our Queen at 90. "I think as soon as we came back here to Kensington, she was one of our first visitors here." 3:30 AM update. Never forgive Meghan Markle. Camilla will not forgive Sussexes for hurting Prince Charles. Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, will never forgive Meghan Markle for hurting Britain's future king, a royal insider has claimed. Relations between Prince Harry, 36, and his father Prince Charles, 72, have soured significantly since the estranged Duke of Sussex set off with his wife Meghan Markle, 40, to start their new life in California. Charles' second son has not been afraid to berate his father. In one interview, the Duke of Sussex claimed the firm had literally cut me off and suggested he had been let down by Prince Charles. 12:30 AM update. Stuff of nightmares trademark. Charles heartbreak as flames destroy land of father Prince Philip. Prince Charles has made a powerful call to arms for individuals to step up and help combat climate change. The Prince of Wales' trademark message follows a number of devastating wildfires around the Mediterranean, and the US, including in Greece, the birthplace of Charles' trademark late father, Prince Philip. The wildfires have been described by experts as some of the largest and most deadly in history. Writing in the Daily Mail, Prince Charles said it was truly the stuff of nightmares to see flames follow the European landscape. He wrote, "Owing to family connections, I have always felt a particular fascination and affection for Greece. Apart from the allure of her landscapes, history and culture, both my father and grandfather were born there, which is why I was so touched to be invited earlier this year to celebrate the bicentenary of the country's independence." 11:30 p.m. update, Harry and Meghan accused of calculated omission after Kate snubbed from statement. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been accused of potentially making a calculated omission after Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, appeared to have been snubbed from their statement. News.au royal expert Daniela Elza said, Harry and Meghan have turned their backs on one of Kate Middleton TM's most personal projects in a snub to the palace. But where things start to get a tad sticky is the handy resources section they included, following their statement on their website, which offered up a selection of charities to support and mental health resources. On this front, their suggestions were the National Alliance on Mental Illness, the Loveland Foundation and Project Health Minds. Jack Walters taking over from Chris Borrett in 10:30 p.m. update, Meghan Markle to alter engagement ring again to feature life-changing step. Meghan Markle could update her engagement ring to include a subtle nod to her new daughter, Lilibet. Prince Harry, 36, proposed to Meghan Markle, 40, on November 27, 2017 with an incredible 5-carat gem is thought to be worth $134,500. The Duchess of Sussex then updated the ring from a gold band to a thinner diamond-studded band featuring the birthstones, peridot, emerald, and sapphire, of her, Harry and Archie. But a royal commentator has suggested she could upgrade the ring to feature Lilibet's birthstone, a pearl or alexandrite. The list Melissa Willits said, the first iteration of the ring featured a yellow gold band, and despite this being popular with many brides, Meghan chose to go another route with her ring. 9 p.m. update, Kate Middleton has added a personal touch to engagement ring in major change from Diana. Kate Middleton has made an unnoticed change to her world-famous engagement ring from Prince William, according to reports. The Duchess of Cambridge, 39, had to have the ring which was previously owned by Princess Diana altered due to it being too large. But royal fans are unable to stop the subtle change to Kate's ring. Instead of having to resize the band, the Duchess had platinum beads added to help it fit. The list Melissa Willits said, it is pretty much impossible to imagine the world-famous, 12-carat, sapphire engagement ring Prince William gave to Kate Middleton needing to be altered in any way. 7:30 p.m. update, Prince William heartache as he broke up with stricken Kate Middleton over phone. Prince William broke up with a stricken Kate Middleton over the phone, unearthed accounts show. William and Kate TM's public profile has increased in the last 18 months after older members of the royal family were forced to withdraw from a number of public engagements due to the coronavirus. The Duke of Cambridge, who is second in line to the throne, was the first royal to speak out publicly about COVID-19, as he claimed Britain is at its best when faced with a crisis. The couple, who started dating while students at the University of St Andrews, are among the most popular members of the royal family, and deemed crucial in ensuring the monarchy remains relevant to a younger generation. 6:50 p.m. update, Queen plans legal action on Meghan and Harry's repeated attacks. Enough is enough. The Queen's legal team is reportedly planning to take action over Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's repeated attacks on the royal family, according to sources. The Queen TM's legal team is said to be consulting libel experts following the series of explosive claims made from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex this year, The Sun has reported. The royals are also bracing for the publication of Harry's memoirs next year, which he has written not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become. The newspaper reported that a legal warning was now being considered for publishers Penguin Random House. 6:20 p.m. update, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix deal risks row, never speak to William again. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix deal caused a rift between the Sussexes and the royal family, reports claimed. Harry is set to return to the UK this year, and could film for a Netflix documentary, it has been claimed. The Duke of Sussex will come back to Britain at the end of 2021 in order to plan ahead for the Military Veterans Invictus Games in Holland. He remains passionate about the Invictus Games, which he established in 2013 after witnessing the USTMS similar warrior games for veterans with physical and mental disabilities. As he pursues independent projects now, he is no longer a serving member of the royal family. Harry and Meghan Markle's agreement with Netflix hasn't pleased everyone in the firm. 5:50 p.m. update, Harry and Meghan to return to work with Netflix to show why US so important to them. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are set to have a busy period after the arrival of their second child as the Sussexes launch content for their Netflix and Spotify projects. Prince Harry, 36, and Meghan Markle, 40, signed multi-million-dollar contracts with Netflix and Spotify to create content for the platforms after leaving the royal family in March 2020. Royal commentator Omid Scobie has claimed after months of leave for the royal couple, they are getting ready for a busy period. He said royal fans will see why their move to the US was so important to them. 5 p.m. update, Prince Andrew must fear name and shame Maxwell deal. Prince Andrew faces more anxiety over his friendship with late pedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein, US legal experts have warned. They claim Epstein's alleged former madam and procurer jailed British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell is on the brink of agreeing a plea deal that could name and shame several top-level men. Prince Andrew has always strenuously denied any wrongdoing on his part. But a senior attorney whose law firm represents several of Epstein's alleged victims, said, Maxwell is running out of time and options to try to drastically reduce her time behind bars if a jury finds her guilty. 4:20 p.m. update, Harry and Meghan may be finding freedom but they losing respect, says Margaret Holder. Has there been a week in Harry and Meghan's parental leave since June when they have left us in peace? In their latest outpouring via their actual Instagram account they claimed to be speechless. If only that were true, writes Margaret Holder. When any person or community suffers, a piece of each of us does so with them, say the Sussexes, with no regard for Meghan's elderly father, Thomas Markle, cast into merciless oblivion for the monstrous sin of having a few silly pictures taken, Ms. Holder adds. To read the full comment, click on the link above. 3:30 p.m. update, Lady Louise Windsor like another daughter to Queen. Extremely close. Lady Louise Windsor is like another daughter to the Queen and has offered a great deal of support to the Queen, royal experts said. It has been well documented that Lady Louise Windsor, daughter of Prince Edward and Sophie Countess of Wessex, has a close relationship with the Queen. It was reported this week that the 17-year-old was given special access to a special collection of rare artwork at Balmoral Castle. A source previously told The Sun, because of her obvious artistic skill, the Queen allowed Louise to look through some of the collection of Queen Victoria TMS Highlands sketches which are kept at Balmoral but are rarely dug out these days. Chris Boratin taking over live reporting from James Bickerton. 2:10 p.m. update, only the Queen should do that. Harry accused of crossing the line with latest move. Prince Harry has been accused of overstepping his role when it comes to the Queen after his latest intervention over the crisis in Afghanistan sparked a backlash. 1:02 p.m. update, unsellable trademark Prince Andrew memorabilia rejected after Epstein Row, a matter of taste. Trademark memorabilia about Prince Andrew is unsellable at any price due to the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, auctioneers claim. 11:40 a.m. update, Meghan Markle's best friend raises eyebrows as she stays silent on Duchess' new campaign. Meghan Markle's best friend Jessica Mulroney has remained silent on the Duchess's birthday campaign, leading to speculation the pair are having a row. 10:30 a.m. update, Princess Anne universally respected, says Royal Insider. What you see is what you get. Princess Anne is universally respected because of her unpushy nature and work ethic, according to a Royal Insider. 9:10 a.m. update, Prince Harry backlash Duke's use of private jet ridiculed in scathing GB News rant. GB News Mark Dolan has issued a blistering rebuke of Prince Harry after it was revealed that the Duke of Sussex had taken a 45 meters private jet trip home despite his eco campaigns. 7:40 a.m. update, Resolute trademark, Queen Elizabeth Jubilee statue to bring celebration. Trademark after the pandemic. A statue, marking the Queen's Platinum Jubilee in 2022 is expected to bring celebration to the country as we recover from the pandemic. 7:20 a.m. update, never took to Harry. Trademark Meghan Markle TMS dog forced to stay with friends in Canada. Meghan Markle's dog is staying with friends in Canada after the Labrador German Shepherd cross failed to see eye to eye with Prince Harry.